Alright, hello my lovelies, how are you? How are you really? So, I'm actually going to start going into the zodiac readings into a very random order, okay? So, I have Libra gang on my mind today, so we're going to go ahead and hop into Libra gang, okay? Hope you lovelies are doing absolutely wonderful, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. So far we have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. Alright, so we have the King of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Chariot in reverse. And we also have the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? So, Libra gang, it kind of looks like bad memories is what's stopping us from moving forward here, okay? Like bad memories here, okay? And it's kind of like with this King of Swords, you know, if it was faced this way, it would be about, you know, contemplation and, you know, really reflecting over things, you know, in a clear head space and just really making sense out of things. But this is actually in reverse, okay? So to some of my Libras, it's almost as if trying our hardest to avoid thinking or to avoid, you know, thinking about what all has happened here, okay? Especially with this Hermit in reverse, okay? So it's almost as if we're trying to basically mask out how we feel or mask out the bad memories, you know. And with this Queen of Pentacles, okay, if it was facing this way, she's very comfortable, okay? Very comfortable. She's in nature, woosah, meditating, things of that nature, okay? But with this being in reverse, you know, it's just going back to what I just said about like us basically not actually sitting and dealing with whatever caused these bad memories here, okay? So why the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? Why the Six of Cups in reverse? Why the Six of Cups in reverse? And with this card right here, this Chariot in reverse, with it being this way, it would speak of really taking charge and moving towards our goals. You see how, you know, he has the white horse and the black horse. So this is moving forward in a very balanced manner here, okay? But this is in reverse, okay? So to some of my Libras who, you know, you may have went through a bad experience and you're trying to hop into another relationship or marriage, this is a message of really, you know, taking stock of what happened in this past and making sure that we're actually healing first, okay? Because getting into another situation or getting another person involved with things that we have not fully healed from, it's a very ugly situation, okay? So, yeah, that's just to my Libras who are trying to, you know, move forward and actually be with somebody else, okay? So I would just say in that area to really take time to really deal, because right now, Libra gang, it looks like we're trying to avoid reminiscing, or we're trying to avoid thinking about maybe a particular person or an event that happened. It's like we're trying our hardest not to think about it, okay? Because with this card, it's like she's thinking about it and she's making peace with it. But in this card, it's like she's trying her hardest to avoid thinking, okay? So why the Six of Cups in reverse? What happened anyway, okay? What are we trying not to think about? Okay? Why the Six of Cups in reverse? Why the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? What are we trying our hardest not to think about? For some of my Libras, it kind of looks like we may have lost a loved one here, okay? And trying our hardest not to think about it, trying our hardest to just move forward in life, you know. And I don't know why I'm getting the message of like, why can't I just hurry up and get over this? Or why can't I just hurry up and stop feeling like this? Why can't I just hurry up and move on? Okay? But things take time, Libra gang. With us being air signs, it's like we like to, you know, like really go with the flow, and like we normally do like to just, okay, if something happened, we like to just move forward. But if something very traumatic has happened, Libra gang, like if we lost a loved one or went through a very traumatic experience or a heartbreak, those things take time, and it's not something we can actually just move forward. Like we have to actually heal from this and actually confront what happened and how it's making us feel, and basically heal those wounds. But right now, Libra gang, it looks like we're not, you know, right here it looks like we still have work to do, okay? Because those types of things we can't just bypass and then just move forward. We'd actually have to, you know, we actually have to work through these things, okay? So why the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? Why the Six of Cups in reverse? Y'all know the saying, out with the old, in with the new. Oh my goodness. That's a very toxic quote, but a lot of people don't know that. They just think that because you get out of something, like, oh, you're done with that person, or this didn't play well, it's like, alright, off to the new. But no. It does not work like that. It really doesn't. Okay? Those things take time, okay? So why these Six of Cups in reverse, okay? What are we trying to avoid thinking about? Okay? Here we have the Two of Wands, okay? And we also have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay? So if this is a relationship or marriage, Libra gang, it's almost as if we've learned about something very negative about this person or the situation that we're in. And it's like we're kind of torn between if we want to accept what we found out or move forward. Okay? Or, you know, because with this card right here, this is the Page of Swords, okay? So this speaks to new ideas, creativity, learning lessons, coming from one bridge to another, and, you know, really using our experiences to move forward, okay? And the knowledge that we gained in the past to move forward. But with this being in reverse, it's almost as if Libra gang, like, for some of the Libras, it's almost as if we have not fully learned a lesson just yet, okay? Or either to some of my Libras, it's like you have learned your lesson with a particular thing or a person, or you've seen it or them for how they are, but it's like still like trying to move forward. Like you see how she is in her room and it's like she's still looking out the window. So it's kind of like in some type of way we have to forcibly move on, okay? So like if you are in a relationship or marriage, it's almost as if you learn something about the person, and it's kind of like you are having to basically move forward because of what you found out, you know. And it's just like, I could stay, you know, but I know that whatever I found out, I should not be in this situation anymore, okay? And it's like basically trying to move forward but still looking back, basically. okay? So it's almost as if some harsh truth, you know, kind of hit us, you know. To some of my Libras, it's almost as if you are in a new relationship or a new marriage or on a new job, but it's kind of like still looking back, you know. So once again, it just goes back to still healing, okay? Because it's like we're trying to avoid going back, okay? So some of my Libras, maybe you had to move on. It's not so much that, you know, we wanted to move on, okay, but it's almost just something that we found out about this person. It's like we had to move forward, okay, or we're having to now move forward, and it's just like, I really wanted to be with you, I really wanted this to work out, but you're having to move forward because you know that person is no good for you, and it's hard to move forward to embrace new people because it's just like, I really didn't want to have to move forward, okay? I really didn't want to have to move forward, okay? Or if this is a job, okay? Maybe you found out that you were working for a very crooked boss, okay? Or maybe your hours were getting cut, just something wasn't right, okay? And it's like, on to the new job, you know, it's just like I can, with the information that I know about this job now, or my business partner, or the person that I'm with now, with this new information that I know about, no, it's not good information that I know, but it's just like, what should I do? Should I move forward because, you know, of what I found out, you know? Because when I move forward, I still look back, you know? So it's kind of like, I don't know why I just heard the song Mr. Wrong in my mind by Mary J. Blige. You know, it's kind of like finding out something about the person that you're with that makes you have to move on to the point where you didn't really want to move on, but you had to, and now that you are moved on, it's just kind of like, I really wish that would have worked out. Like, basically she's looking out the window and it's just like, I'm over here, you know, I moved on. To some of you are by yourself or living alone, you know, and it's just like, I'm over here, and it's like looking at what this could have been, you know, what this could have been, you know, if we hadn't learned what we learned about this person, if this person, you know, wouldn't have got on the same page as us, you know. It's just basically moving on from something you really didn't want to have to move on from, and looking back, basically in regrets that it didn't work out, like, you know. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like a message, basically of frustration, like not really wanting to move on, but it's just like, we're trying to avoid looking back. We're trying to avoid facing this situation because, one, there's information on the table that is not so pleasant. It's information that is causing us to have to move forward here. You know, it's kind of like some of my Libras almost just like ignoring red flags, or basically trying to see the good in somebody, okay, or trying to see the good in your job. It's just like, yes, I found out something bad, but it's just like, you know, there's also good things in there, okay? But it's almost just the bad starts to outweigh the good, and it's just like, I have to move forward, okay? You know, and I was thinking about this the other day, you know, it's like moving on from something or somebody that you didn't want to. It's just you had to. There's a complete difference. Like, there's a really big difference here, you know? Oh yeah, there's a really big difference. But Libra gang, it kind of looks like we had to move on from something that, you know, it just no longer seemed, you know, for our highest good, you know? And it's like, now that we're moved on, it's almost as if we haven't fully healed from this situation, okay? And it's almost like avoidance, trying our hardest to avoid the fact that we are having to move forward. You know, it's like trying not to look back, trying our hardest not to look back, you know, moving forward, but still glancing, still thinking of ourselves like this really could have been something amazing, you know. But it's like trying our hardest not to look at this, you know. So why the Two of Wands, okay? What two paths are we stuck between, okay? I think the two paths that I'm seeing here, Libra gang, is that, okay, we found out this about this person, about this job, and the thing is, do we want to accept this person's flaws and this news that we found out, okay? Or do we want to move forward? Because it's just like if I move forward to a different person, it won't be the person that I genuinely love. It won't be this person that I imagined to grow with, you know? So it's just like, do I move forward knowing that I won't wholeheartedly love how I love this person? Or should I just stay and deal, or basically stay and tolerate, or stay and accept this new truth about this person, about this situation, or about this job, you know? So I'm gonna pull some more cards. We'll pull some more cards here. Alright. We have here the Four of Wands in reverse, okay? So, you know, this could actually just be like a friendship, okay? This could actually be a friendship. You see how they're just partying together, things of that nature, okay? And, yeah, it's just looking back at all the good memories, okay? Looking back at all the good memories, you know, and it's just like, how could this person throw this away, basically? Like, how could this person just up and throw this away, you know? Or why did this person mess up what we had, you know, the good memories that we had, the fun times, the celebrations? Like, why would this person throw this away and make me have to move forward, you know? So it's kind of like angry at that person for making you have to move forward. Like, I didn't want to, but you made me have to move forward, you know? So it's kind of like, in a way, our process of moving forward and healing, it's almost as if it's forced upon us, you know? It's like this new beginning, this self-reflection. It's not really something we wanted. It's like we had to, you know? And to some of my Libras, you know, it's almost as if you could be healing, you could be on top of finances really good, but it's just kind of like, I have the finances in order, my life is together, you know, and I'm on my spiritual journey, and I'm moving forward, but it's just like, still having that question in our mind, like, I wonder how things would be with this person. I wonder why, you know, just still looking back, you know. So it's like, Libra gang, it's almost as if we do so good on our own, okay, successful, moving forward, contemplating, doing the soul searching, all of that. But it's like, from time to time, we dive back into this old world of, why did this not work out? I wonder how this person is doing. I wonder how this would have played out if this person wouldn't have left. You know, you see how she's working. You see how she was drawing and looking at the globe. So some of you may be contemplating traveling, and she has her sticks, okay? And it's just like, she has her own activities going on. She's very independent, you know? And it's just like, stuck between her own world of moving forward and gaining independence from this situation, and constantly looking back, you know, occasionally looking back, you know. It's like, just still torn between moving forward and being in her own world without this person, okay, and looking back, you know. It's like her body is here, but her mind is over here, you know. So it's kind of, in a way, that's what's holding her back from moving forward. That's what's holding her back from fully embracing what's in front of her, you know, because just still looking back. Like, I really didn't want to move forward. Like, look at her. She's in her own, probably her own little house or apartment and doing her own little activities, but looking out the window, like, I really didn't want to be here. I really didn't want to be here by myself. I really didn't want to travel the world by myself or color and stuff by myself. I didn't want to do this. I wanted to be over there, you know. So it's like an unwanted process of moving forward, an unwanted self-reflection, an unwanted spiritual journey, okay? Having to look within, although we don't want to. Having to move forward, although we don't want to. Because she's here, you know? She's in a new reality, but still looking back, you know? So, I'm going to see what else we have here, okay? What else do we have? Ooh. Alright, so we have the Hangman, okay? So the Hangman, it normally speaks of kind of contemplating on the fence a little bit, kind of eyeballing things from a different view, okay? So it's kind of like, to my Libra gang, it's like, you know, no, we didn't want to have to move forward, but it's kind of like seeing it in a new light, like, oh wow, this situation or this heartbreak or this divorce, whatever happened, or this loss, it pushed me into a spiritual journey, you know. So it's kind of like looking at the situation from a better angle here and just really changing our perspective on it, you know. Because, you know, she could very well see it as, okay, I'm alone, you know, I'm moving forward by myself, I don't have this person anymore, you know, but it's almost as if she's starting to have hope in this situation, or she's starting to understand why this happened, and she's starting to embrace the fact that this had to happen to get me on track. This had to happen to get me to really look within myself, you know. So it's like she's seeing now that this did not happen to me. This happened for me. Yes, that breakup was very painful. Yes, that divorce was very painful. Yes, losing this person was very painful. Losing that friendship, it was very painful. But I'm learning so much in the process. I'm starting to see it in a different light. Going from the mentality of I'm alone to, oh wow, I am alone. I am my own person. I do have the independence to manifest whatever reality I want for myself now, you know. Just seeing it in a whole nother light. Instead of seeing it that this happened to us, you know, seeing it that this happened for us. This pushed me into self-reflection. Did I want to be without this person? No. Did I want to go through that breakup? No. Did I want to go through that divorce? No. Did I want to have to cut off that friend? No. But it pushed me into a journey of self-reflection. It caused me to look over things that if I were still happy with this person, things that I never would have noticed, you know. It's taught me things that I never would have learned if I still was with this person or around this person, if I had this job, you know. It's taught me more about independence, resourcefulness, mindfulness, self-awareness, and this journey has, and this situation, you know, that caused bad memories, it really helped me to grow, you know. So I'm going to see what caused this Six of Cups in reverse here, okay? What caused the Six of Cups in reverse? That's what I was trying to see at first. What caused the Six of Cups in reverse? Okay, because this actually speaks to bad memories, okay? So where are the bad memories coming from, okay? honestly, I'm seeing right here is what caused the Six of Cups, the bad memories that we're trying to avoid, is basically a fallout, okay? Because with this Four of Wands, they're celebrating, they're enjoying life together, they're playing, you know, they're really enjoying each other, but this is in reverse, okay? So it's like fallouts, bickering, arguing, chaos, conflict here, okay? So, you know, it's just, and it could have been because of something that we found out, okay? Because of something that we found out here, okay? About this job or about this person. And whatever we found out, it's almost as if it pushed us to have to move forward, you know? And it's just like we're not truly and fully embracing this new path forward, you know? It's like she's been drawing a little bit, you know, but she still looks out that window, you know? So it's like torn between moving forward, self-reflecting, and going on to our own independent spiritual journey, or going back to this situation or this dynamic, although we know what we know, you know? So let's say, for instance, Libra gang, if you were dealing with like a friend or something and you found out some news about this person, whatever it was, it caused you to feel like you had to move forward, okay? So it's like you are moving forward, okay, and you're living life without this person, but it's still looking back, like, you know, like I kind of still miss this person. I wonder how that person is doing, you know? So it's almost as if, Libra gang, the choices that are on the table is continue to move forward on this spiritual journey of independence, learning more about ourselves, healing and reflecting, okay? And view this situation as something that happened for us, okay, and that's for our benefit, or go back to wherever she's looking, okay? She's looking out that window, okay? She's looking out that window. So we have a choice of continuing over here on our own spiritual and independent path, or go to wherever she's looking, okay? And that's very different for each Libra. Whatever you think about, okay, whatever memories come back to your mind, whatever person that comes back to your mind, whatever job comes back to your mind, that's what she's looking out this window, okay? So the choice is to either continue moving forward, okay, or go back to wherever she's looking at, okay? So if you're in a relationship or marriage and you found out something about your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or wife, okay, it was bad enough to cause you to move forward, okay? So now it's just like, okay, do you want to continue moving forward in self-reflection, okay, and heal from this person or this situation, or do you want to go back, and are you going to be able to accept this person for this new information that you found out about them, okay? So I'm going to see how this person views you, okay? If this is a relationship or marriage, I just want to see how this person views you, okay? How is this person viewing Libra? If this is a relationship or marriage, okay, and this person caused you to move forward because of their actions, okay, how is this person viewing Libra? Okay, or why the Page of Swords in reverse, okay? So what did you find out, okay? Why the Page of Swords in reverse? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords here, okay? So whatever it was, yeah, okay. Whatever it was, Libra gang, you absolutely felt like you had no choice but to move forward away from this job or this person, okay? It's like whatever it was the last straw, okay? It was the icing on the cake. It was literally like the end, you know, whatever it was, okay? So it had to have been that bad, okay? And it's like this person views you as pretty much done, okay? Because whatever they did, it's like they know that, it's like they see us walking away and done. Like, they know that whatever they did, whatever you found out about them, Libra, like, they know that you're done, okay? They know that. So it's just like, you have a choice, Libra gang. We have a choice. Now that we know what we know, what are we going to do with that information? Continue to move forward, or accept that information for as it is, okay, and accept this person for their flaws, you know, and forgive them and get back into that connection, relationship, or marriage, you know. But with this Hangman, it's kind of like that's something that we're looking over, you know. So, yeah. So what's the likely outcome of this situation for Libra? What's the likely outcome, or what messages do we have for Libra, okay? What messages do we have for Libra? Alright, we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So, things are changing, Libra gang, okay? The wheel is turning here. The wheel is really turning, okay? So, you know, for this card, as a message, this will basically be to, like, not worry, okay? Like, if you're concerned about if this person got their karma or not, yes, they did, okay? If you were treated unfairly, you know, that will be corrected, okay? And also, this is a message that this person may have actually learned their lesson, okay? So if you were dealing with somebody who maybe was unfaithful, okay, it looks like this person has actually changed, okay? But whatever you found out, it was bad enough for you to move forward. So, you know, it's just about whatever you decide to do, Libra, okay? You want to accept this person for their flaws, their mistakes, their shortcomings, okay? Or do you want to continue on your own independent journey of self-healing, self-reflection, and, you know, and focusing on your dreams, your goals, your visions for yourself, okay? The choice is yours, okay? But I'm seeing here that she battles between her independence and focusing on herself, her works, her art. Some of you could be artists, okay? Some of you probably like to travel, okay? And, you know, it's like she battles between this life that's in front of her and the life that's behind her, okay? So it's like, what path do you want, Libra? What path do you want to choose? Okay? What path do you want to choose? You want to move forward, or you want to go back? Okay? Let's see what else we have. Okay? What else do we have for this reading? Okay? We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we also have the King of Cups in reverse, okay? So for some of my Libras, you know how I was talking about in the beginning, trying to avoid these bad memories, trying to avoid looking at this situation. Yeah, some of us could be, to some of my Libras, it's almost as if we're focusing more on coins, monies, goals, aspirations, work, okay? Trying to distract ourselves from this decision that needs to be made, okay? So that's why the Hangman, okay? So really, Libra, it looks like we're not really making a decision just yet. Okay, and if you can see, she's just sitting on the floor. She's not standing, okay, or actively choosing, okay? And this Chariot card is in reverse, okay? So there's a delay in this decision, okay? And with this King of Cups in reverse, okay, with it being this way, it would basically be about you know, meditation, moving forward, okay? You see, he still has that boat behind him, okay? So it's like, you know, it's like wherever we go, however much we grow, however much we meditate, it's like this past situation just keeps creeping up, okay? It's like it just keeps creeping up, okay? It's like his whole background is clear, and there goes that doggone boat, okay? And this is in reverse, so it's like we're trying our hardest to avoid that. We're trying our hardest to avoid thinking about this person or thinking of the past or thinking about, you know, it's like we're trying to avoid reminiscing, trying to avoid, like basically trying to distract ourselves, okay? Trying not to think. And that's what's holding back our healing process to move forward, and that's what's holding back this final decision that needs to be made, Libra. So this avoidance, okay, and this trying to not see this situation, trying to move forward, trying to put the blindfolds on, it's kind of slowing down our process of healing forward, okay? Because for us to move forward, Libra gang, we have to fully let go of the past. We have to stop looking back, okay? We have to stop looking back. So it's just like, and for us to fully embrace our independence and our spiritual journey, we have to stop avoiding this boat in the background. We have to deal with it, Libra gang. You see, he's trying to woosah and play with the little starfishies, and he got his little finger in the boat. He's trying everything in his power to forget about this little boat in the back. He's trying his best. Okay? So, Libra, we have to pick a path, okay? It looks like we're not fully moving forward because we're trying to avoid thinking of the thing of the past. We're trying our hardest to distract ourselves from making a full-blown decision. It's like we're torn between the worlds. Like, should I continue, you know, drawing, moving forward, doing my own thing, or should I go back? She keeps looking back, okay? So it's like, either go back to this person knowing what I know about them, okay, whatever drove me away in the beginning, or move forward. But for me to move forward, I need to stop looking back. And for me to stop looking back, I need to actually look at this boat for what it is, confront it, and get to the bottom of it, and fully let go and fully move forward. You know, but I can't do that just focusing on my pentacles. I can't just do that trying to distract myself by coloring and playing with the globe and playing with sticks and stuff. Okay, I have to actually deal with this. And for me to deal with this, I have to sit in self-reflection. But it looks like we've been avoiding that, Libra gang. It looks like we've just been worrying about work, finances, careers, goals, dreams, ambitions. Okay? But we have to pick a path. We have to pick a path. Both paths are very complicated, though, I will tell you that much, okay? Because for us to move forward, we have to stop thinking about this person. But it's really hard to, because it looks like we really love this person, or whatever it was that bad. So it's like, either face this hurt and this betrayal and this trauma, or go back to it so we can move forward fully, or just go back to it. Like, I don't know which one is worse, Libra. Both are very uncomfortable. To face the pain, to face the betrayal, to confront this situation head on and fully heal from it, that's going to be a very challenging process, you know. And to also go back and deal with this person, or go back on this job knowing what we know, that's also going to be very challenging as well. Okay? So, the choice is ours, but we have to fully make our minds up, okay? And it's okay to take as much time as we need to, okay? Well, we have to decide, are we going to continue to move forward, okay, on this spiritual journey of healing from this situation, or are we going to go back? Because she keeps looking backwards, okay? So, the choice is ours, okay? And with this Hangman card, it looks like we are giving it serious thought, okay? It's like we're not really making a decision, okay? Because either choice that we make is going to be kind of complicated, okay? So, yeah, either move forward or go back, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, knowing that this person has changed. Okay? So both paths are going to be pretty challenging, because if this person did something they weren't supposed to do and we found out about it, you know, it's like, yeah, they changed, but we have to fight through, we have to basically work through forgiving them. Either way it goes, Libra gang, we're going to have to heal from this situation and forgive this person to move forward or to go back. It's going to require healing and forgiveness, and both things take time, okay? Those two things take time, okay? So with this time, we can just sit to ourselves, and, you know, we have to do the inner work, and we have to make a decision here, Libra gang, okay? Neither option is going to be easy, okay? Neither path is going to be easy, but we have to decide, okay? Because living in two different realities, okay? Our independence, spirituality, and then looking back at this past situation, we can't continue to do both, okay? We can't keep doing both. We have to decide. Either move forward fully or go back to the past fully, knowing what we know. Although this situation burnt us out, although this person betrayed us, although we were pretty much at our last straw, okay? So, yeah, the choice is ours, Libra gang. That's a pretty intense reading. Ooh, pretty intense reading there, okay? But, yeah, just know that I support y'all, whatever the decision ends up being, okay? That's a pretty tough call. That's a pretty tough call, okay? That's a tough call. Staying somewhere where you're uncomfortable or moving forward and being uncomfortable, okay? So either way it goes, Libra, we gonna be pretty uncomfortable, okay? But it's like we're trying to avoid making a decision because we know both paths are very uncomfortable, okay? So it's like we have to embrace this discomfort, okay? It's either be uncomfortable moving forward or be uncomfortable being with this person, knowing what we know, okay? So, yeah. But I will say, Libra gang, that when we're becoming our more evolved selves, it gets very uncomfortable, okay? Because it's like we're shedding away our old skin and we're embracing the new skin. And it's a very uncomfortable process, okay? But it's like, which type of discomfort would you rather go through? Would you rather be uncomfortable healing and uncomfortable growing and uncomfortable moving forward? Or would you rather be uncomfortable trying to be with this person knowing what you know about them? Okay? So, you know, it's a tough decision. I see why no decision is being made just yet, okay? But we owe it to ourselves to make a decision so that we're not constantly torn, okay? Because it's pretty complicated living in two different realities, okay? That's very tiring. Very tiring, okay? And with us being Libras and always balancing stuff out, this don't make this no better. This don't make this reading any better, okay? So, yeah. We gotta make a decision, Libra gang, okay? We gotta do our least favorite thing, which is make a decision. Because not making a decision is also very uncomfortable because we're having a balance between two different realities. Okay, so that's a pretty tough call, Libra, okay? Well, yeah, I'll let y'all go. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Until next time,